Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How are you doing today? How am I doing? I feel terrific. And yes, this is an ExJw video, and you know what to do. Anytime you see any ExJw video, you hit the like button and you leave a comment to help the YouTube algorithm show it to as many people as possible. Help us get our message out. And if you're new to the channel, your kneecap smells terrific. Specifically. Now you know. You and I both know you ain't getting another kneecap smell compliment. You know you not. You know you not. This is the only time in life you have ever and will ever get a kneecap smell compliment. So if you want to thank me for such a rare and amazing compliment, you can thank me by subscribing. Anyway, let's just get to the video. So I've been doing some thinking, right? About this whole, like, the rules changes and stuff like that. You know, if you took the Jehovah Witnesses of today and you went back to the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's go to the 90s Jehovah's Witnesses, right? You take them and you take them into the 90s. Let's say they've never met these people before, right? The people in the 90s. And for the first time you meet them, this baptized brother walks up full beard, and his wife, full pantsuit, on the way to the Kingdom Hall. First off, these new Jehovah Witnesses are gonna get looked at like, I don't know if y'all gonna be coming with us. You say y'all baptized? I mean, that might work if y'all was worldly, but y'all baptized Jehovah Witnesses? We'll see how it goes. And remember, in the Kingdom Hall they're going to go to a 1990s Kingdom Hall. You know what I'm saying? So they pull up in there, and you know how they are at Kingdom Hall. Oh my God. Is he wearing a beard? Is that a pantsuit she's wearing? And they're not going to be invited to any gatherings. You know, they would say party, but they can't say party. Because the Jehovah's Witnesses don't party. We have gatherings, but we don't party. You know, at parties, they whip their dinglings out. So we can't have parties. Oh no, there will be no party. Only gatherings where everybody is nice and modest because it's a gathering. As soon as you call it a party, dinglings come out. So we can't be partying. So they would not get invited to any gatherings automatically. And very few people will come up and talk to them. But they may get a little respect, like, oh man, I don't know about these Jehovah's Witnesses though, you know? And then all of a sudden, a disfellowship person walks in. And you know how all the other Jehovah's Witnesses, they look at them, But this couple, under the new rules, thanks to your loving governing body, they walk up to this disfellowship person. And they're all like, hello there. How you doing? Oh, it is great to see you at the Kingdom Hall again. And I just want to encourage you and tell you to keep it up. We're going to be here at every meeting, and we're going to be here to say hi and encourage you every single meeting. Just come on in. We can't wait to see you. Do you know they will get disfellowship themselves for doing that? Are you kidding me? The Jehovah's Witnesses of old would not be even allowed to hang out with the Jehovah's Witnesses of new. They would consider the new Jehovah's Witnesses not serious about loving Jehovah. They would think Jehovah don't have any love for them. You know what I mean? They would think Jehovah looks at them the same way he looks at worldly people because they dare have a beard and wear pantsuits. You know, do y'all remember what it was like, how strict they were in the 90s specifically? The 70s, they were bad, but the 90s, well, maybe it's just because that's when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the time from 1990 to 1999 was probably my deepest time inside of the organization, where I was like, yes, I believe this is the truth. And understand, I was like a young man, an extremely young man at the time, going through my teens and puberty and everything else. But during that entire decade, I thought that the organization was true. I didn't question nothing. And during that time, that's when I saw everything that the organization had, and I knew the rules. You don't wear a beard. You don't even wear a little part in your haircut. You have to be straight up, strictly, super duper, clean cut JW from top to bottom. And if you not, and you try in any way dress like the world, if you're a woman and you wore something tight to the Kingdom Hall, you're a little stock of Buddha, little hoochie mama. You are a harlot. And everything else in between. So could you imagine the Jehovah Witnesses of today hanging out with some Jehovah Witnesses of old? Like, it wouldn't go great, because the Jehovah Witnesses of old would consider them not to be lovers of God. You know what I mean? And that should be really much all you know. Because at some point, you have to, like, just come to some type of conclusion and just really realize, if you believe in God, what type of God you're worshiping. You know what I mean? Because if you're worshiping a God who had a problem with somebody wearing a beard, something that he created, right? He gave you the ability to wear beards, but he hate them. He's like, yo, why are you growing that thing on your face that I put there? Like, where does logic take over? You know what I'm saying? Like, where does logic enter the picture? And you say, I don't think God would care about that. You know? Like, he got all this stuff on his plate, and he got all this stuff that he's worried about. Why would facial hair be so bad that he can't use you in his organization? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you can be an elder, sir. You can't hold the mics. You got a beard, bro. What you want me to tell you? Like, you have to understand that they're saying it's always been okay. And they just made that rule. And they were wrong. And they're trying to say they're wrong without saying they're wrong, without having to apologize or do anything like that. But they are trying to, like, change it up. But you got to understand the problem that it causes, because if you're in charge of deciphering the Bible and seeing the things that nobody else can see, and you're getting stuff wrong, then we have to question everything you put forth. Everything. Because remember, these are the same people, the same exact people that told you that there's going to come a day where they're going to have to tell you to do some stuff, and you're going to have to just blindly do it. Don't ask no questions. Don't do anything. You just got to blindly do it. and yeah, it's supposed to be there. And if you listen to them, and if you do just blindly do it as you're told, it's going to save your life. The way that works is you need receipts. You know what I mean? Like, I have a friend, and every time I talk to this dude, it's funny thing is, he's never been a Jehovah's Witness, but he got really high moral caliber. I'm talking about, like, if he saw me talking to another woman, he'd be like, come on, man, what you doing? What you doing, bro? Don't do that. You wouldn't want that done to you. Like, he's that type of dude. Really, really high moral caliber. If he were to come, just blindly say, Jay, I don't got time to explain. We got to go right now. Without a doubt, I'm going. I'm trusting him. He has shown me enough times in life that he cares about me and my well-being and the situation that I'm in and my surroundings, as does he. You know what I mean? And not only does him being like that makes me trust him, it makes me want to do more for him. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me want to look out for him, his decision making, and his well-being. You know what I mean? So for an organization that has proven to create their own rules from nothing, that are completely out of whack, and some of them, including the shunning policies, completely destroy families. They've shown you over and over again that they're not capable of making good decisions that help you. It seems that all their decisions help them. Being clean cut, being always in a modest dress, young ladies. This is so that they can have their platform. You know what I mean? They can have their thing that they sell to people. They can have their look. They can have their characteristics. They can have something that people look at and say, oh, wow, look at those Jehovah's Witnesses. They're so clean cut. They're so well dressed. They're so this. They're so that. And now they can sell that to people. And that doesn't help you. That helps the organization. You know what I mean? And the organization have not shown themselves to be an organization that puts their people first and put themselves last. Because if they were, they would have never given a talk where the guy says, you know, yeah, we might have changed some stuff up, but there's no need for us to apologize for that. There's no need for us at any point to say we're sorry for the things that we've put out there and the things that we're trying to fix now. There's no point at us to apologize. Like, for him to say that, that literally just goes to show how little they care about you as a person. For anybody who's still a Jehovah's Witness, that shows just an utter lack of basic human decency toward you, the Jehovah's Witness member. Because if I'm outside and I see somebody riding a bike and they fall, and if they fall right next to me, right, I'll help them up and apologize. I don't even know why I'll do it, but I do it. Like if an old lady riding a bike and she falls down right next to me, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. You okay? I'm sorry. You all right, ma'am? Oh, man, you okay? And I don't know why I do that, but I see a lot of other people doing it. It's completely not your fault. It's completely no need to apologize, but you just kind of do it to be like, oh, a human. You know what I'm saying? Basic decency at this point, you know? Like, I don't know. There was this one time a lady farted next to me and I said, I'm sorry. It was weird. Like, I was on a bus. She was like, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, ma'am, I definitely don't know why I apologize for that. I should have said at least bless you or something. I don't know. Like, you say bless you when somebody sneeze. If they fart, just, oh man, bless you, buddy. Well, we don't say bless you to nobody because we're Jehovah's Witnesses. And we are, triggered by everything. Somebody sneeze next to us, we're just like, I'm not going to say God bless you. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, just to get back to my point, I'm extremely off the point now. But there's a lot that goes into gaining people's trust and gaining people's... I don't know what to call it. Like, people need to be proven that you're worthy of the sacrifices they would make on your behalf, And if you have over and over and over just shown that you just take, and you don't give, then what do you want from people? Why should people trust you? Yes, you're trying to change the rules now after everybody's leaving and after Norway took away your tax-free exemptions and stuff like that. Like, once you've lost everything, now you want to give people stuff? Now you want to be considerate of how people feel and the way they're dressing and stuff. You want to relax the rules. You pick a hell of a time to do it. Because if you're telling the world that the world is about to end, and you're sitting there relaxing the rules? Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. If I'm on an airplane and the wheels are having a problem, I think I would like the wheels tighten up before we go in the air. You know what I mean? Like if you need the wheels changed, loosened, taken off, and replaced, I don't want it to happen as we're coming in for a landing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that to happen before we even take off. Because that's kind of what they're doing right now. They're making all these rules and changes and stuff like that. And according to them, we're coming in for a landing. The landing gear is down already. Why are you changing the tires now? If anything, you should be like just hoping that everything works out and going for a landing because you have faith in what you've been standing on for decades. Why are you changing everything now? It's almost as if they don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, why are you removing governing body members? Why are you adding new governing body members? Why are you building studios and stuff like that? Why are you having all these new graphics and computer generated images and all these new videos and stuff coming out, taking full advantage of the internet, something that they once again had to change policy on, because they used to tell people, oh, the internet, I don't know about that internet. The internet may not be it. Like, it's a matter of consciousness whether or not you should even use the internet at all. Now, almost 90% of everything they do is internet based, because they can save money by going paperless, and because it's more easy to reach their audience all in one place by using this internet thing. The same thing that they once, I remember when they were telling people and warning people about the dangers of the internet. Now they got everything switched on there. I mean, how many policies are you going to change? How many times are you going to take people and just shove them out? Because, like, you've given them all this information and you see now that it's incorrect, and you got to dance and walk back all this stuff. Remember, there was a time where they used to tell people, finishing school, finishing high school, going to college, that's crazy. Secular education after that, like, come on, man, just go to Bethel. Now they've changed everything. Now you can finish high school, you can go to college, you can seek a better education, you can even take up a trade. You can even... you could grow out your beard. You could wear pantsuits. You don't even have to wear a suit to the Kingdom Hall. You can come up in there with a nice little button up, some work casual type of clothes, and yeah, and you can, unless you gotta talk. If you gotta talk, you better wear a suit and a tie. I just find all this incredibly showing and telling about the organization. You need to find out who you're really worshiping, because any reasonable God is one. He's not dumb. Okay, he's able to really have a good understanding of the world and how it works, and he wouldn't have never had a problem with beards. And that's another thing. Like, your conscience told you there was no problem with beards. Your conscience told you a lot of things, and they told you your conscience was wrong and you can't believe it, and the flesh is weak and the mind is stupid and all this other stuff. And then only for them to come back now and say, all right, you might have been right about that. You know what I'm saying? We might have been a little right. You know what I'm saying? But even if you were right about that, that don't mean you're right about everything. You know, we ain't gonna tell you anything else you could possibly be right about, because we don't have to come back later and get bitten by that. But you might have been right about that. Your conscience might have been a little bit better than us, because that's the thing they really can't admit to, because then, again, they lose the one thing that's supposed to make them better than everybody else. And that is the ability to decipher the Bible and tell everybody else what the Bible is really trying to say. Because if people are coming to them and telling them, like, hey, I don't think y'all right about this, and it turns out that they're right, then that means that they have a better understanding of what God wants than his governing body, than his faithful and discreet slave. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't supposed to happen. Anyway, it's your boy, Jay the Comedian. I missed y'all, and I'm back making videos, and hopefully I can make a lot more videos. I got some special stuff I'm working on for you, especially anybody who's an ExJw, who's struggling in life and trying to figure out how to get the best out of life. I'm going to be putting something out pretty soon to help y'all out with that. And yeah, if you want to know about it, if you want to know more about it, just reach out to me. Facebook, Twitter. I got a bunch of pages, Instagram. Any way you want to reach out to me, and I'll let you know about it then. I may make a video about it, but I don't know. It's still up in the air. Anyway, it's your boy, Jay the Comedian. I hope y'all having a great day. I'm having a great day. Holla at your guala. Deuces.